Hello and welcome back to my Pokemon Horizons review series. Today we are reviewing episode 68 and I hope you enjoy. So we are back with a brand new arc and it feels great to be starting a new journey once again. With the terrestrial courses behind us, it's time to set sail aboard the brave Asagi once again. But before that, we get a little hint from Rare Thought that she knows someone called Briar who researches Terrapagos, located in Kitakami. So straight away we have our next destination and it is Kitakami. But it's just so wholesome seeing the rising Volt Tacklers all reunite, all the new evolved Pokemon coming back together with the ship Pokemon, and of course we had to have the signature Rising Volt Tacklers handshake. It made me realise how much I miss this crew and this ship. It brings so much life to the series. And the new adventure begins. Liko wakes up on the ship for the first time again. And randomly we see a Dragonite soaring through the skies here, which was pretty cool, fitting of a Pokemon of Dragonite's caliber to be watching over the brave Asagi as this new chapter begins. But before that, it's time for a ship tour, as we have not only fixed the ship, but there's also some upgrades that have been made. Starting with this mysterious button that Freed says can only be pushed in an emergency. I can't wait to see what it does. It straight away reminded me of the Coupe de Burst from One Piece. I'm sure it'll be something similar for a quick getaway. A few other minor upgrades like a better way to run the engines for Orla, better shelves for Molly, and my man Murdoch has basically upgraded to a 5-star restaurant and even had a few of the Tatsugiri join the ship, although the trio didn't give him time to explain where they actually came from, which was hilarious. I thought there would be some cooler upgrades to be honest, but who knows, maybe we haven't seen everything yet. But the main focus of this episode is our trio and how much stronger they have gotten while training. Freed gives Liko the 6 Heroes belt and Lapras, Moltres and Arboliva all appear in front of them. They want to test how strong Liko, Roy and Dot have all become. A nice little re-initiation into the crew for them. They each have their own battles. Liko takes on Arboliva, Dot takes on Lapras and Roy takes on Moltres. My man Roy getting the short stick here. The battles were nothing crazy, but you could see how they were all holding their own, using things they've learned, new moves, and then the triple terrestrialization was awesome, seeing all three of them at the same time go all out. And although they don't win, obviously they still get the nod of approval from the hero Pokemon, and it was just a really fun idea to have this first episode back on the ship be this giant battle. And to be honest, the moment that made me most hyped was seeing Nidothing's return to streaming. Finally her viewers have something to watch. Let's hope the algorithm still favours her. But it was hilarious to see Zerk watching all baffled about how Quaxwell evolved. I thought Onya and Zerk had a really good inclusion in this episode, more than we've got from them in a while. We see how loyal they are to Amethio despite him being kicked out. They choose to stand by his side and it was a pretty emotional moment. And the episode ends with the ship approaching Kitakami and we get the debut of Perrin, and she glimpses a shadowy figured Pokemon that can only be Kleavor. Hype as hell, setting up this arc really well. So this episode was an excellent return to the ship. It did all the things that I wanted. New upgrades, the trio showing how much stronger they've gotten, and we even got some heavy setup for Kitakami and Kleavor. And it looks like we are in Kitakami next episode, so we're getting straight into it. I thought this episode was a really good setup episode. It's dangling a bunch of new stuff in our faces, and I'm sure it's all going to be paid off down the line. So overall, I really enjoyed this one. Great to be back aboard the ship and seeing all the old faces again. And Kitakami is here, so I'm sure we're in for some peak Horizons once again. This episode gets a 7 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts. What is your rating out of 10? Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.